No decision on a date for elections in Guyana. And in sport, West Indies women ready for a fight from Pakistan in their final ODI. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Wednesday, February 6, 2019. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Organizations like the Lorna Lashley Save the Children Foundation know that home construction makes a big difference in the lives of those in need. The foundation is pleased to be one of the recipients of a Memorandum of Understanding between the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and the Environment and the National Commission for Self-Help Limited. The formal agreement lays the groundwork for CBOs and NGOs like the foundation to benefit from the Commission's construction grants.
What is it that we know for a fact, not fiction, uncorroborated, that this president has done that's criminal, unethical, and that would lead to him being impeached?
We have no final resolution on anything like that at present. It's just allegations out there. And that is why, to reach closure, the House has to perform an educational function here. That is perhaps the most important element of the House and the Senate here.
No date or clear timelines have been determined for possible elections in Guyana. The country's Elections Commission, GECOM, met yesterday, but there was no decision taken on when citizens will go to the polls following the coalition government's loss of a no-confidence vote almost 7 weeks ago. The David Granger administration is appealing last month's High Court ruling that the December 21, 2018 vote was valid and elections should be called. Now, under the Guyana Constitution, elections should be held within 90 days of a no-confidence motion being passed. That would mean the polls would have to take place by March 19. But Commissioner Vincent Alexander says GECOM knows that can't happen because a clean, up-to-date voters list is needed.
About 2 weeks ago, it was a consensus in the Commission that March 19th is impossible. It was a consensus in the Commission. Of course, people shifted their positions probably after getting directives. But reasonable minds at work about 2 weeks ago said 19th is not possible. And one of the things about March 19th, if it were to be possible, is absolutely no addition to the list in terms of people who are registered, who have now become 18, being added. All of that would be excluded. Was going to be excluded if one were to consider a March 19th election. And that cannot be. The Constitution provides for people who are of age to be able to vote, and for GECOM to present possibility for people to exercise their right. So you can have somebody registered, you have an election, and you ignore the fact that they're registered in the preparation of the list.
Now, another meeting is scheduled to look at the work plans being put forward by the GECOM Secretariat. Staying in Guyana, ExxonMobil today announced 2 additional discoveries of oil offshore the CARICOM nation. The discoveries at the Tilapia-1 and the Haimara-1 wells bring the total number of discoveries on the Starbrook block to 12. The latest find build on the previous announced estimated recoverable resource of more than 5 billion oil equivalent barrels on that Starbrook block. Director of Energy Dr. Mark Bino said that in a statement that the discoveries continue to be positive news for Guyana, but he says the real substance will come when all Guyanese are able to benefit from the discoveries, whether directly or indirectly. Guyana intends to begin commercial oil exploration next year. Over in Jamaica, a $500,000 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of whoever is responsible for the stabbing death of opposition legislator Dr. Linville Bloomfield. It's being offered by the opposition People's National Party through Crime Stoppers. Now, PNP General Secretary Julian Robinson made the announcement yesterday, 3 days after the East Portland Member of Parliament was found dead in his home in Paisley Gardens, Portland, on the island's northeast coast.
Call upon anyone with information who can assist the police with their investigations to provide whatever information known so that those responsible can be apprehended and brought to justice.
News of Dr. Bloomfield's murder on Saturday sent shockwaves across the country and has since led to speculations about the motive for the killing. Our news team understands that in Portland, some PNP supporters have begun pointing fingers and insist the killing was politically motivated. The comments were similar on social media. But PNP General Secretary Julian Robinson wanted to make one thing clear.
The party has taken no position with respect to the motivation for the murder. What we are doing is allowing the police to do their investigation. We will remain in touch with the police, but we are not going to add to the speculation as to what the motive may be, because quite frankly, I don't think it is helpful at this stage.
National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has assigned head of the Major Investigation Task Force, Senior Superintendent of Police MacArthur Sutherland, to lead the probe.
And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next. West Indies women's captain Stefanie Taylor says her side will not be taking Pakistan for granted in the opening one-day international match starting tomorrow, having already won the T20 series 2-1. A very confident Taylor says she's expecting a tough fight from the Pakistanis.
Well, we and Pakistan are pretty close. We're on the points table, not taking anything for granted. We just want to go out there and play our own kind of cricket, our own style of cricket, or own brand of cricket. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy one. We see how well both teams did in the T20. So yeah, I think this one is going to be, a challenging one.
Now, Pakistan has unleashed a cadre of top spinners, which include the likes of Nia Dar, Anam Amin and Sana Mir, all whom have put on a superb performance in the T20s. Now, while the Windies are wary of this, Taylor says she has no problem using her full complement of spinners against Pakistan.
We have about 5 spinners, good spinners, and yeah, I think it's more likely using them at the right time. And yeah, I would definitely use them a lot. I think that even though Pakistan have a lot of spinners, we pretty much have the same, and we could use them pretty much into at our advantage. Yeah, and I think it's more likely using them at the right time.
Over to football now. On loan, Bermudan striker Nahki Wells set Queen's Park Rangers on their way to victory over Portsmouth in an English FA Cup fourth round replay with his 8th goal of the season at Loftus Road yesterday. Wells' 70th minute strike laid the foundation for Championship club QPR's 2-0 win over League One outfit Portsmouth. He had it in, followed by Bermudan, having earned yesterday's replay with the equaliser in a 1-1 draw in the first clash. And we get more of that story in our major newscast at 6:30. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.